This one, um, A Mayan Calendar Smashes to the Ground, a short novel about New Age prophecy. And this one should be out following right behind A Unique Window into the Soul's Understanding of Reality. The Mayan Calendar Smashes to the Ground is, again, a little bit further into this talk of 2012 and where we're heading. This is in the same style and rhythm as my first book, A Unique Window into the Soul's Understanding of Reality, where the novel started to work through the surface ideas down to the core of renewal for a new day of being. The Mayan book takes a look at our evolution over time, from Lemuria to what is prophesied for a new day for our planet in the shift of existence that elevates us to this heavenly realm. The Mayan Calendar Smashes to the Ground, a short novel about New Age prophecies, is a short fiction novel that explores possibilities of the Earth's future, from historic remembrances of Lemuria to the Mayan people to present-day San Diego and its inhabitants. The story connects the incarnations of references to past prophecy of what have now become our present-day land masses, people, and traditions. The story removes veils and enlightens the reader in seeing the past, present, and future are all one and the same. Lynn Marie is returning home. She's our main character, from a sabbatical in Peru, where she's been working with Torrance, a native shaman, for the past 2 years. And now she will begin the arduous process of writing her dissertation from the backyard of her home in full view of majestic Cuyamaca Peak. She soon discovers the parallels between her sacred property in the mountains to the old city of Cusco in Peru, as the spirits come alive once again in guiding her discoveries. And let's go right into a little bit of our reading of what exactly transpires here. This story unfolds with Lynn Marie again, working with Torrance, and he has a PhD from the University of Peru, and he's also very knowledgeable with native studies of this area, and was himself from a family of Peruvians who had long line of shamans that carried tradition for hundreds of years. He knew South America well and what had transpired here in our planet from the beginning of prophesied events. Besides being well read with all the disciplines and masters of the subject, he had a personal connection to his technique of communication with the Earth's people and plants to receive gifts of divine healing and prophecy pertaining to each guided tour that he conducted. This man understood quantum physics of the mind with regards to entering spheres of existence, both past and present, besides the theory of study that he had received at the University of Peru. Lynn Marie had taken a trip while in graduate school to experience Torrance's multiple-day healing seminars within the forests of Peru to realize this man would be key in her dissertation research. His ability with regards to learning how and if it would be possible to discover the turning on of the entire brain versus the small percentage now used with her was her question. Research with regards to this curiosity is what drives her to study in the outskirts of South America. Torrance was known for his abilities with regards to healing and feats of no food for many days, levitation, and out-of-body travel. He also conducted the fire walks with his guests that usually had them wanting to do this multiple times upon the surprise of being successful. He was key to her connection with sacred science and bringing a face to her theory of chemistry as learned in the earliest studies at UCSD, especially in the advanced programs at the Salk Institute in La Jolla, California. This dissertation would be groundbreaking in that she would not only be evolving her own mind, but that, if presented correctly, could facilitate many within the confines of Earth's classroom. Now, Lynn Marie also was fascinated by some of the masters of old who existed well before the term quantum physics, or physics for that matter, were created as a discipline of study. She connected herself with Nostradamus, spirits, in seeing her own scholarly evolution to parallel his in years that he took. before he finally documented his prophetic discoveries in a book. Now, like him, her research would be available in book and felt also would be instrumental in helping us realize our broader mind potential. To Lynn Marie, even though we are fast approaching the prophecy of 2012 for a new day of renewal for each of our minds, she has felt that many are now being reached in realizing their unused potential that the brain does hold. So, in the spirit of Lynn Marie, please feel free to imagine and be part of this novel as she recalls her steps while writing her dissertation. The story opens with her finally returning home to the mountains of San Diego to find they are having torrential rainstorms. She starts putting together her experiences over the past few years of study and to present in her dissertation, and will be working on this project from her backyard that has in full view Cuyamaca Peak, as well as her property being of the time of an old Indian reserve for the Kumeyaay. What she does soon become aware of is the connection of her tapping in of historical knowledge and techniques to energize the understanding of the actual land that she's now writing from. She so besides the gathering of facts and experiences, a dominant force from this now southern part of California becomes prevalent and takes over this work in guiding the focal point of origin to surprise even her and brings profound revelation of what a vortex of importance this area really is in being part of the Mayan prophecy of 2012, as well as all the other spirits of masters gone before. So let Lynn Marie celebration of a spirited shifts in earth structure as well as our minds link each soul as they read and experience a mind transition that will spiritually lift you through time and space. This is a heady flow in the universe's cosmic ocean of origins and beyond. And now I'd like to read a bit of Lynn Marie's words as she reflects on her time that she spent with Torrance as she starts to um, write the second part of her dissertation. Now that I've completed some of my recordings with Torrance from these healing seminars, I call to Nostradamus once again to facilitate this remembering of nightmarish visions of Napoleon, then Hitler, that he did see, to an eventual World War III. For I, too, am now digesting these journeys that I had with Torrance over my time spent in Peru, and seeing just what the Mayans and others did mean for the new day of awakening. For just as everything has an equaling opposite possible outcome, so does our choice as a collective people in using free will to not choose World War III prophecy, but to go deeper within our own universe to consciously choose what those successfully progressing within the cosmos of our planetary system have done, for once they were of an increased mind understanding, realized how to expand the brain, their planet, spaceship if you will, allowed their planetary existence to shoot off like a rocket in realizing their God selves once again. For this is our time also equally prophesied of for a new day, just as equally as the prophesied World War III scenario. The choice will now be ours, but only for majority of collective consciousness will determine the planet's future. So please come with me in this journey's mind as we cut through the spheres of what possibly Edward Casey could see and experience the exquisite journey of ourselves. Now, with this shift in mind, the percentage in use of one's mind should increase in this future time. The second part of this dissertation really had to be given its own section once I realized that into the second year of my time with Torrance in Peru, we were really already living the mental heavenly shift. For in this laboratory of learning, we had created a microcosm of a world mentally choosing the paradigm shift of a new day. So I could realistically record for my discipline of study in the newest idea of quantum physics that it would be indeed possible for our minds to create a heavenly type of existence versus the Earth's historical past. So come with me for this final voyage of mind remembering of our soul, our core of the highest order in God's universe. This novel, again, it brings further look at the evolved selves in the New Age by revisiting the prophecies presented by cultures like the Mayans from their excavations